Conor, it's defeat here against Huddersfield. What are your feelings at full time?
Yeah, frustrated. Felt like we were in the game to the very, very end. First half, thought we executed the game plan really well. But we obviously knew that there was another 45 minutes to go and they were going to come on us a little bit. Didn't feel like there was any kind of onslaught from them. The goals obviously were disappointing. I didn't think there was much in them. They didn't play through us, just kind of 2 crosses in the box. Can we deal with that? But yeah, ultimately, disappointing to lose. Don't want to lose any game of football. But disappointing from the fact that I didn't feel like we deserved to be on the losing team.
Do you see it as a game of two halves in the sense that Barnsley really dangerous going forward in the first 45 minutes, creating a lot of chances, but maybe fell flat in the final third in the second period?
Yeah, I think that's probably the one gripe I've got with the second half. We played some good stuff, particularly in the last kind of 20-25 minutes. But didn't end up with enough opportunities, goal mode action, didn't create loads. I think we got to the final third relatively easy against their 5-4-1. They just wanted to kind of shut up shop and make it difficult for us, but I thought we played through them, in a really positive way. But when we got to that final third, we kind of just lacked that little bit of quality to really create them, clear goal scoring moments, really.
Barnsley had a couple of penalty shouts as well in the first half. What were your view on a couple of those?
Yeah, I definitely thought Patrick Kelly's just a stonewaller. I think it was about 2 or 3 minutes before we scored. Really frustrating because, from my angle and from what I've seen and even looking at it back, it's a penalty. Does that make it 2-0, completely different game? So, I think that decision in the first half, it didn't go on our way.
In terms of the goals Barnsley conceded, what's your sort of viewpoint on those? They seemed somewhat avoidable, really, at the time in the second half.
Yeah, didn't play through us, crossed in the box. Can we deal with it? I think the second one, off the top of my head, was, slipped down the side. Someone's obviously lost his runner, have to obviously see it again. And obviously Hardy, championship player, obviously coming off the bench, there's always going to be a threat in the box. So yeah, look, disappointing overall. I thought we played well in spells, and the way we've played against top six sides recently away from home, Bolton and Cardiff, I wanted to kind of see a better all-round performance, and we definitely got that. But obviously, fine margin at this game, we want to come up with results as well.
You must find it even more frustrating with that being the case, because it's a game you feel like Barnsley were well and truly in, could have come out with something at the end of 90 minutes, but unfortunately it's 2 goals of sloppier nature that have undone the good work. Yeah,
we could have come out with something, definitely. Disappointing for the lads today. I felt like we were in a good place coming into the game. Could we come here and put on a performance and obviously try and get a result? And we were very close to that. Obviously, it's a results game and you want to win as many games as you can. But proud of some of the stuff I've seen today from the lads as well.
There's a bit of a rest now between now and the next game. It's a week off going into the away game against Leyton Orient. Do you think that's come at a welcome time? Maybe some tired legs in that second half there this afternoon?
Yeah, I think so. We've got a free week. It's our only free week now until the international break, and we've got to maximise it in terms of balancing between coaching time on the grass, between giving the lads some rest time as well. So, when we come back next week, heading into Leyton Orient, we've got no free week until the international break. So, and obviously we're yet to find out if that game will be called off. It mightn't be, but we think it may be. We'll have to wait and see on that. So yeah, finding the right balance this week between coaching time to improve and to give some rest as well.
Just lastly, Conor, I believe today was your 50th game in charge as head coach of Barnsley, not capped off with the 3 points. But what's that period meant for you personally?
Yeah, 50s come around very, very quickly in one way, and then you feel like it's been a long kind of 50 games as well. So yeah, look, very very proud. To say kind of this time last year, you'd have when I wasn't interim head coach, I was still kind of assistant manager. You said a year later you'll have 50 games as interim / head coach in that time. I wouldn't have believed it. Really proud to have got that number. Obviously would like to have 1 more games along the way. But yeah, really fortunate and really kind of honoured to be in the role.